Question orale, the Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Today, the government acted in an unprecedented way. It is censoring debate on a bill that itself would censor what Canadians can say and watch online. That will give these woke people in Ottawa the power to control Quebecers. And incredibly, the Bloc Québécois is in favor of this additional Ottawa censorship. Only the Conservative Party is against it. When will this government stop attacking freedom of expression? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary. Mr. Speaker, there is a consensus in Quebec about the fact that we should make web giants pay their fair share. Authors, musicians, producers, screenwriters, directors, artists, technicians, everyone agrees, everyone, except for these Conservatives. They all agree about Bill C-11. Mr. Speaker, I would invite the Conservatives to get on the right side of things and support Quebec and Canadian culture. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Is no culture without freedom of expression. Just to point out the disinformation from that member. He says all artists support this. Well, even Margaret Atwood, no Conservative, has said that this bill represents creeping totalitarianism. Creeping totalitarianism. It gives the power to a woke agency, the CRTC, named by Liberals, to manipulate social media algorithms in order to shut down voices it does not want people to hear. When will this government realize that Orwell's 1984 was not an instruction manual?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, these are the same old talking points from the Conservative Party, and it happens to be the same talking points of big tech. Mr. Speaker, why don't they finally stand up to the big guys and big tech in this country and try to do what we're doing and making sure that big tech is going to be paying their fair share to Canadian artists, Canadian producers, you know, to our local media. But instead of standing up for Canadians, these folks are standing up for the Googles, etc. Mr. Speaker, I ask them to come onto the right side and please support Canadians and people who produce these content.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
And therein lies the problem. The government will get to decide what is the right side of the debate and shut down everyone they consider to be on the wrong side. Let's be clear. This bill doesn't hurt big tech. They'll still monopolize all of social media. Their platforms will still dominate. It's just that government bureaucrats will be able to manipulate the algorithms to shut down the voices of individual Canadians. Top experts on freedom of expression online say that, and so does Margaret Atwood, who calls this creeping totalitarianism. If the Prime Minister is not afraid of debate, why is he so determined to shut it down?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Sir, the reality is that right now the tech giants are not paying their fair share. And 71% of Canadians agree that they should be doing so. And this is the reason why, that's why we are making sure that we have C-11 to deal with this job. We know that the web giants must do more. Mr. Speaker, more for our culture, more for our local media, more to protect our children. That's exactly what we're doing. Why are they against that?
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Favor of freedom of speech, Mr. Speaker. It's very simple. Big tech has no problem with this bill. They'll keep making money hand over fist because of their oligopoly. The government doesn't want to break up that oligopoly. They've been sucking up to big tech for the last 8 years. What they want to do is shut down debate. Mr. Speaker, Canadians want the freedom to express themselves without government control.
Ask the honourable member to put his prop down, please. I think he's been around long enough to know what a prop is. I don't have to explain it. The honourable member has 7 seconds left.
It is a book, and it's still legal, Mr. Speaker, at least for now. When will the government stop its attack on freedom of speech and freedom of expression?